Yeah, just another hard-fought game for us. I think very similar to the other two, not in the way it kind of played out, but just how it went back and forth and so competitive. And I like, not just today, but specifically for the entire weekend, how we just were able to handle the adversity every time that they made a run at us. We were able to handle it, and none bigger than today. We get to a 3-run lead, and it looks like offensively we're going to kind of roll a little bit, and then their guy kind of catches a second win, and we don't do much offensively for a few innings, and then they have a big 6, and able to put a 5 spot on, but when we were able to answer with 3 runs in the 8th, 7th.
Talk about Huber's outing and 2 innings there.
Yeah, terrific, and knew that we would go to Brett, at the end. Bobby, I don't want to say wasn't available, but it would have to be an extreme emergency, like 15th inning type, we're out of pitchers type of guy. He said he was all right, but after throwing 3 times this week, especially back-to-back days, thought it was wise to keep him out of the mix. And so as soon as it got to 5-3, and I really, and Keith mentioned it, I think it's a good point. After their 5-run inning, we don't score, but then we go back out on the field and Calendar gets a 1-2-3, and I thought there was a little momentum switch there, where when you're going to win the game, your pitchers have got to hold them down. Obviously, we didn't do that in the 6th, but Calendar came out, got a 1-2-3. I think kind of got the momentum back a little bit. Of course, Yarbs gets a big leadoff double, and then Smith has a great at bat with 2 strikes and hits a double himself. And then we just kind of put some at bats together.
How much momentum does the sweep give you, coming out of this?
That's one of the things that I think down the line. With the sweep that the reason that you had success or not. Obviously, it's good to win. Obviously, it's good to go back in the win column at 8, 7 overall. But we'll see. We'll see on Tuesday, and we'll see this weekend. But I like the way we competed again. It wasn't 3 of the prettiest games, but more of like we were at the very beginning of the season, where we were able to just make pitches at the right time and get hits at the right time. And I think that's the kind of club we are.
Mike, what's been the difference in Brett Huber this year and last year?
Well, he's had some up and down outings for sure, but this weekend it's hard to imagine that you pitch much better than he has. You go back to Friday night in the 8th, where we really needed the big strikeout, and he came in, and I think everybody knew why he came in, to strike the one guy out at the third base, and I think it's a strikeout and a pop up in the infield, and then of course today he was as sharp as I've ever seen.
It's good to get a lot of new guys to get Brian Kane in for a day.
Yeah, Brian always has some tough travel getting here out of Vermont. And of course, the airport in America, Burlington, don't even fly there. But he was supposed to get here late Friday night, got here late afternoon Saturday. Was able to meet with the team a little bit today and meet individually with some guys. And, the right time to come, I think, for us.
What do you think, Austin?